This
integrated.
conference will now be recorded.
Wherever possible, we'll try to do integrated flows, because this is a shared server and we may not be able to do end to end, but we will go all the possible use cases with end to end if possible. And that's it. What is this BRIM, right? Most of you guys coming with SAP background. So I think even Raj is from SAP. So this is you must have basic understanding SAP before even getting into the BRIM. The reason is uh, as a fresher, it's a little hard to learn from basic UI. But since you guys come from SD and non-SD modules, so at least you know what SAP is. So now coming to BRIM, BRIM is something which introduced around 2009. It started where its journey. Like when it started, it's meant for telco industry. Then it's expanded to multiple anything as a service. Let's call it today, right? So now logistic, retail, utility industry, media, entertainment, the various where subscription is involved, usage is involved, BRIM is there, and where even non-usage clients are moving to BRIM to make it a simplified version of sales process, where even hardware device as a service they are moving towards BRIM landscape using the solution code and other things. So logistic they are using heavily on the solution quotation area. So that's it, like service where it provides low code, no code, I would say. So you don't need to code anything unless there is a custom requirement. So most of the things work end to end, seamless. If server is well connected, like it involves multiple servers, including conversion mediation, conversion charging. We'll talk about all the servers later on. So, like most of in a basic layman language, BRIM meant for your subscription life cycle, where you will be handling all your anything as a service, and either it is hardware or software, or even including the service items. When I say service, like a warranty items, so all these things can be a part of your BRIM life cycle. So I mean, it's a subscription life cycle. Okay. Now, what exactly it does? So it is simple version of your sales motion. Like when I say sales motion, order to cash. So when in the old era, like we used to call it as order to cash. Now it is offer to cash, where you will have a long-term relationship with the customer in order to do all like life cycle for the subscription or life cycle for your product purchase needs to go on, either when you're doing auto renewals, either doing upgrade or downgrade, addition. Okay, so all these things can be maintained in a BRIM landscape. It's a simplified version where it models your business model in a such a way that it's a configurable. Advanced variant configuration is used in order to handle a lot of pricing stuff within the uh, S4 HANA itself. So there are two ways you can handle the pricing. One is on the S4 HANA and another one is on the conversion charging system. So and order management, subscription order management, which take care of your order and subscription contracts, and remaining usage metering, which part of your convergent charging system, where you do actual metering and charge to the customer, and billing and invoicing, which is part of your convergent invoicing. So when I say this, though, there are three models involved, right? um, where was that Excel? Give me a moment, I'm just trying to open it, taking time. It is slow. Let me open local desktop. So so let me put the landscape how exactly it looks like. Okay, let me open here only so that it's so, as I said, it involves S4 HANA, which is core your ERP system, which will involve a service component, and which will involve a FICA component, And another server is called as a Convergent Charging, which is a Java-based application, which will be handled for all your CC consumption models and other stuff. So within S4 HANA, so the service is something which is a replacement of your CRM box. So like Srinivas might know that. Okay, how exactly CRM works in current like old CRM box. So that's now moved under service. So now is service is a movement from the CRM separate box to S4 HANA, which is moved, and we have a lot of additional functionality along with your song, that is a subscription order management, which is part of your service. And within the FICA, when you talk about the FICA, it's contract account management, all your subledger posting, other things happens there in the FICA. It's same as your FIR. FIR is a main ledger posting, and FICA is a subledger posting, where your BRIM handles through subledger posting, which will be taken care by Convergent Invoicing, which is part of your FICA. Okay, so now the part of training we will discuss about song and convergent invoicing. Now, with this training, we will also discuss a topic around the conversion charging system, which conversion charging, which we talk about how exactly the consumptions being like within CC system, where how exactly that whole consumption based business works, how exactly the charge plan runs, how do we build records within the conversion charging. We will cover that topic too. So as I said, so this all three models called as a BRIM. Now, all three, like when I say all three, this is CC, SOM, and CA. So now it integrates with your revenue. It integrates with the entitled management. It integrates with your core FICA model for dunning and collections. There are various models involved with BRIM landscape itself. So that's an high level of exactly the system landscape we are going to be trying. And business modeling, subscription order management, usage metering, billing receivables, and partner sharing. How exactly the partner sharing works for the usage based transactions. We will discuss theoretically how exactly it works. Okay, and going to the next slide, where uh, BRIM is started, as I said, it started its journey from 2009 all the way till today. So they have done a lot of modification. So initially it was like CRM was built in such a way that it handles all the incoming subscription management, and conversion charging, which is high volume transaction, where just like client would like to handle ILM telco industries like Geo. Take an example. Initial client in India, Geo was the first client to implement the BRIM. Okay, so now in India. So in order to build that, SAP took a lot of time, where they worked closely with Geo team, where if you understand the number of transaction happens per second, millions, right? So in order to handle such transaction, so the conversion charging is a system which handles such millions of transactions. So that's earlier company called as an ID. SAP acquired this company and they named it as a conversion charging, and which was for consumption based billing. So likewise it's moved on, and later on they acquired Ibris platform, which is a omni channel, where PCM, like a product and content management company, where it was around 2013, if you remember. That's the time where this cloud-based products were started, right? Now it was a cloud-based product, and SAP acquired this Ivoris company to integrate with BRIM landscape, and so again they integrated too for CPQ. We would say you can call it as a content management system. They integrated, but more it kind of didn't go well. Until 2009. So they kept this integration with a digital router for conversion mediation, which is partnered when they for all the consumption, when the consumption coming from the external world. SAP had a challenge with this particular acquisition, where ideal conversion charging was supporting one file format, which is not sufficient to accept all the kind of incoming request from the point of sales standpoint, right? When example, when your toll management reads the barcode, it's not supposed to translate that barcode into CC readable language. And when someone swipe the card, or like where someone start IP login, that's supposed to translate that to CC language, like where it can understand. That was very hard time with inbuilt integrator with CC. So that's where SAP acquired this thing, not acquired, I would say partnered with digital router, which is Convergent Mediation, who does all this massaging the data and translating and sending into CC system for the usage calculation. So they integrated this guy so that in order to collect the usage, and then it going well today. Also, SAP sell this part of their bundle. They sell this conversion mediation as a integration standpoint. Okay, so this is all about how exactly SAP enabled the BRIM as a service to the client, and they rebranded to BRIM around 2018 when the movement started when 1709, where customer management was the first release when the service component moved to S4HANA and as an additional component. But later on, service as an additional component, they renamed it, and now it is comes along with your whenever you purchase your ERP. That like SD sales and distribution service also is part of your ERP box. Okay, you don't need to add or purchase any additional plugins there. So now from 1909 onwards, SAP made a drastic change from the BRIM standpoint. It from the starting 1909 we had some functionalities or some features enabled. Later on, they involved multiple changes on year releases. They come up with a phased contract, they come up with the custom billing, they come up with the ramp up billing, they come up with a bill plan integration. So there are auto renewal concepts. All these concepts were enabled, which we will discuss over the period of 30 hour, over the time, like where 30 hours of training. We will explain you what version they enabled these functionalities, and we will try to see how exactly it works. Okay. um, how this subscription management whole solution capability involves, right? This subscription order, SAP subscription order, which is involves your product catalog and offering, order capturing, order distribution management, and uh, conversion mediation. I was explaining you that collects the usage and the online and offline mediation, which does all your massaging the data and translating into SAP CC language, and SAP Convergent Charging, which provides you a pricing and charging and service pricing for model, and online and offline rating, partner revenue sharing, calculation, and online account balance management. So, in a simple language, Convergent Charging is a tool which does all your usage calculation and send it to a billing. Okay, so the billing happens in the convergent invoicing, which is billing and settlement, and customer billing and invoice, and partner payment settlement in case if you have any partner settlement for the usage records or non-usage records. Likewise, we have a separate model, FICA, again, convergent invoicing part of your FICA model. So, which involves, you can also integrate with revenue management, financial and payment handling, credit management, collection management, dunning, financial, customer care, and dispute handling, which is overall capability we can talk about. But part of this training, we will be discussing subscription order management, conversion charging, and convergent invoicing, which is part of your PRIM. Okay. So now conversion mediation is a middleware. Either you can use conversion mediation or non-SAP products like BizTalks or even any microservices can be middleware. But SAP suggests to use conversion mediation because SAP conversion mediation provides out of the box plugins to connect to the CC system as well as non-CC integrator where POS systems. Likewise, we have a financial management is SAP. You might use revenue management, payment handling can be done in within SAP or non-SAP system. So, but SAP suggests to use these things. That's why the whole solution, when you solution it for a client, it's a overall. This is what it is from the subscription standpoint, subscription solutioning standpoint. But for our BRIM, which involves subscription order management, convergent charging, and convergent invoicing, which will be shown here. These are the topics which will be discussed in detail. Where in the red is something is out scope, but it's part of your solution capability. You can, if you would like to take a convergent mediation as an, if you are a Java guy, you can easily, this convergent mediation is a Java application, which is a digital router product, and it does all these activities. Likewise, customer financial management, where APA and subledger payments, and credit management, promise to pay, all these things part of your FICA, core FICA training, and revenue accounting management. So whatever is in blue is something which we will be part of training, which will cover in 30 hours and 10 hours of practice. That's like partner. How exactly we are going to create a partner, and how do we maintain the partner management? How exactly we are going to create a products? How exactly it integrate with conversion charging these products as a charge plans? Subscription, the way we create a subscription order, what are the basic configuration required to create a order, subscription order, uh, and the way we distribute the order. There is a ODA, order distribution interface concept within the subscription order management. We have action profiles to take care of some of the things, and we will likely discuss subtopics like master agreement and partner revenue sharing, which we will discuss theoretically how exactly it will be handled. What are the B2, these two, partner revenue sharing and master agreement, is meant for B2B scenario, and we will discuss how systematically it integrates and enables everyone to handle the subscription management. And coming to conversion charging, we will discuss how, what all the charge plans, how exactly we are going to build charge plan, and the rating, what are the, how rating happens, what is covered as an offline rating and online rating. So how do we create a consumption items from the externally or internally? We will discuss in detail, part of the convergent charging topic. And convergent invoicing, it's somehow it came down. Yeah. So convergent invoicing is something which will be part, where you need to have this for billing and invoicing, and whenever you bill to the customer and invoice, and it goes to the subledger, so the training ends there, where it hits the GL. We will discuss how exactly it goes to GL, and it ends there, the invoicing part is done. So now from there, it's for core FICA transferring to the GL, from the subledger to the main ledger, it is part of the FICA training separate. So where how exactly the bit generation, billable items, and billing document and invoicing document, what are the basic configuration required. So in order to do that, and we'll discuss in detail how billing plan is to do the recurring billing. Okay, and so where we can integrate our revenue point of view. So we will light touch, like we will not go detail on the revenue side, but how exactly this integrates to revenue. So we will discuss and cover these topics. Okay. That's again, server is, we will try to do our integrated end-to-end flow, provided because it's a shared service, shared server. Like, there are a lot of people using the server. They might have messed up with the coding and other stuff, but we'll go screen to screen and see what configuration behind every process. Okay. Okay, any questions on this, all the topics what we are going to cover? Anyone join now? Just let me see. Hey, um, you guys, any have any questions? No, not rush. Or
Yeah, it's Vijay, right?
yeah,
Yeah, Vijay. Sorry I joined late. Just have a question. You talked about SOM, right? Subscription order management. I believe it's part of the SAP BRIM, right? It's part of the
correct.
component, right?
Right.
It's always it's going to be SOM, or it can be of even sales and distribution can be used in place of SOM when it comes to BRIM solution?
As a out of the box BRIM solution, it should be a SOM, which is part of service component.
Okay, okay. If the client has SD in place in the line of business, I mean, I believe subscription order management is essentially deals with where you do the order setup or order creation. Those values essentially will flow down to convergent charging, the downstream, the invoicing through mediation, right? That's the pretty much happens right with the SOM at the high
Correct.
level. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Likewise, if the order creation happens in sales and distribution, I mean, if the client has SD in the line of business, can those data flow down to convergent charging and invoicing through the middleware you talked about? It can be of mediation middle layer, or it can be of any custom layers, integration layers, through which can they flow down to charging and invoicing in real time?
So Apple, Apple using, Microsoft using, as I said, no. So BRIM is when we talk about from the BRIM overall solution standpoint, a SOM is a suggested, like SOM is mandatory to have that. But again, clients like Apple, clients like Microsoft, they are using a FICA core FICA, and they are using CC system. When I say CC, CC is SAP. It's not initially, it's not SAP product, right? It's always an external product. You can always integrate and take the files from externally. And when I say externally, in the sense either from SD model or non SAP component, and definitely you can use. It's all custom objects.
Okay, okay. Sure. Thanks for that. And then one another question on the convergent invoicing part of it.
Mhm.
That model has something to do with uh, SAP FICO, or it's totally independent of FICO?
So FICO is a central finance, right? I mean to say it's top of either FIR and FICA. So finally it goes to AC Docker. So that's FICO is a final destination, right? Where we want to end controlling, and the reporting happens there. So FICO is a top layer, and under that, how do you collect the money? So that's where AR comes in. So now FIR, which is a old way of ledgering, and where you collect the money, and now FICA is again, it's there from the ages. FICA is a subledger concept. So it's finally FIC, either FICA or FIR. It goes and sits in FICO.
So
So.
you,
Mhm.
sorry, then you mean to say, Vijay, like in convergent invoicing, whatever business transactions happens and gets recorded over there, eventually that will flow down to FICO where the reporting happens.
Yeah, at the end, it's finally you have to transfer all your subledger transactions to main ledger.
Okay, okay. Okay, so then the validation happens on the FI side as well as part of the BRIM, the final validation, or it basically the journey ends with convergent invoicing validation.
So our training ends not even that level. Our training ends in where we post to the GL, like where when the invoicing created. From there, FICO starts, and sorry, FICA starts subledger. Then it's transfer the FICA transactions to main ledger, and that's then when it transferred, that's the journey ends there. Like FICA model ends. From there, when BSEG like AC Taka is posted, then that all posting and other stuff is taken care part of FICO component.
Okay, okay. When you talk about subledger, Vijay, I mean you are referring to both vendor and customer, or
Only for customers subledgers.
it's only for customer, no vendor here.
No, it's BRIM. We don't deal with vendor management.
Okay, so it's then is it safe to presume that it deals with only accounts receivable, no accounts payable
Yeah,
here?
only account receivable. Again, some clients they use accounts payable also integrate with FICA, but very rare, and it's not suggestible. Like that's it's RAR. It's separate. Goes to P2P, procure to pay concept.
Right. Okay, okay. So it's only accounts receivable overall. Okay. Thanks, Ajay.
I see. Okay, Ajay, you joined now, right? Ajay, you would like to do this? Like,
Hi Vijay.
hey,
And
So I
the course
you joined late. You were having SAP background, or it's the first time you are hearing all these topics like SAP about SAP?
no, actually, like this is the first time I'm hearing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm from like MCA background. I did my commerce undergraduation,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like currently working in a IT company as a production support specialist, and mostly like we'll be dealing on the billing and the provisioning part. So just want to know about the BRIM, and I just want to know like you'll be dealing with all the four components, or like is there anything like CC or CA or FICA
So theoretically, yes, we will be dealing with all. Again, you're talking from the training
BRIM
standpoint,
components?
RIM
Yeah,
component.
training
Yeah,
point. Yeah.
training point we will discuss from the SOM and CI majorly. CC we will try to cover with available server. Like we can't do end to end because the service are not working due to people are keep changing the data, right? Yeah.
Okay. And what about the FICA? Even you will be dealing with the FICA also?
No, no, no. We will not get into the core FICA. It is only convergent invoicing, which is part of your FICA. So FICA
And what
in
about SOM?
SOM we will cover. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
Again, SOM
mostly
is
on the
part of
SOM part and the CI only.
SOM. SOM is part of your service, and
Okay.
CI is part of your FICA, and CC is an independent box. And we will try to cover on overall all the use cases, including CC. Okay.
Okay. So you'll be explaining about the how the interface is working between CC
Yes.
and CI. Is
Yeah,
that
I
right?
will explain how exactly works, but we may not be able to integrate because the servers are not
Mm-hmm.
that because it's a open-ended server, right? So anyone can make a change. So
Do you explain with any sample project, or like of it is
yeah, we
you
will
provide
go.
any samples?
It's not like the project we run through. So we will go over the
Mm-hmm.
cases, like what all the use cases would be covered and how exactly. And we will take one use case and we'll try to build that end to end.
Okay. Okay.
Build in the sense we will try to explain end to end. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sir.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Kishore, you have any question? If not, it goes to end of the session, and feel free to ask any questions if you have any now anything now. So you might start the session next week if everything goes good. Like we're just trying to
It will be a
start.
weekend classes or like a daily classes?
బెల్ట్ తీసుకోండి
Mm-hmm.
డాడీ వెయిట్
Hello. Yeah,
Yeah,
someone is asking for like, is that weekend or
yeah,
day
it's
weekly classes? If it is weekly, that will be good if you can plan.
no, it's only on weekend.
Yeah. Okay. And timings also need to check.
Yeah, you guys talk to.
And can,
Yeah,
can you share this PPT so that I'll go through? Actually, in fact, if you ask, I'm not able to give my 100% to attend this class. I'm completely outside, so I need to give some time to understand again, and I will come back to you personally.
okay, no worries. Thank you. So sure, again talk
Yeah,
to
yeah.
him. So if all are from India, then we will try to do in some afternoon hours. So if anyone is from like US or UK or other countries, we'll try to accommodate the time accordingly.
Yeah, sorry, Vijay, I missed.
Uh,
Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah,
Whoever it
yeah.
is.
Please proceed. Someone is talking.
Okay, thank you. So sorry, Vijay, I was on mute. Some technical, some issue with my system. So I'm from US basically. So I mean, whatever the training plan you are going to come up with, that will happen only in the weekend, right? Not weekdays, correct?
Yeah, yeah, only weekend. I don't have time on weekdays. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I believe I haven't missed anything, right? Did you talk about anything, the timing or the
No,
day?
no, no, as of now, it's not planned yet.
Okay,
Girish will reach out to you guys. Okay. So,
no problem. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, thanks.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please go
Kishore.
ahead.
Okay, Vijay, can please try to share the document so I'll check
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
back to you. And yeah, more positively next week we can start this session, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah. So
my request, positively, if it is morning, that is fine. Evening also fine for me. After 6 or morning 6 to 7, we can start.
so it
Your
would be
colleague told,
3 hours
yeah,
session.
3 hours class. Yeah.
Yeah.
If possible, we can make it as 2 hour, so that if 3 hours, I'm not sure how much productive will be there. Hmm? If it
So
is 2 hours,
2 hours is
maybe
a bad plan.
it will
Yeah,
be productive. I don't know about others.
yeah. So we will see. They see whenever. So we'll target it for 3 hours. If I feel or you guys feel that it's too much, we'll stop at that hours. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay. You can
Thank
talk.
you. Thank you, Vijay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess.
I'll share this with him, and you guys can talk. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
Bye.
Vijay.